Hey there, Tilray traders and investors. It's Rod with POW Group. Welcome back on The Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. Also home to the best MJ community. It is Wednesday, May 8th. Happy hump day. Hope you're doing awesome. And in this video, we're going to take a look at Tilray brands. We'll bring up the TLRY chart. We'll take a look at some bullish setups, and we'll discuss the technicals. I'll go over my thoughts and opinions in terms of the price action in the days, weeks, months ahead, and the price action leading up to today. There is a bearish pattern that we were looking at that is it's looking to be completed, if not already. And like I said, lots of bullish indicators and patterns that we're looking at here in the not too distant future that could be playing out. So before we get to it, make sure to smash like. It helps support me in the channel. If you're new, you can subscribe, tick the bell, all that good stuff. You'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. As always, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. You should never buy or sell anything based on anything that I say or write. And full disclosure, I do own Tilray in my portfolio. You can also follow us over on X, formerly Twitter. The handle for that is @GroupPow. Going to be using that as my platform of choice going forward. Just before we bring up the TLRY chart, I just posted a video as well on Canada's capital gain tax increase to 66.7%, that proposal, and understanding that and what that means. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. And I also posted a video on Cureleaf and SNDL earnings prep, and then a review of VFF earnings from today as earnings season continues to roll in. Taking a look at the monthly time frame. So as I mentioned, it's monthly inside bar right now, and we're just looking for the most important scenario, which is the monthly uptrend. We need to see monthly uptrends to be confident, and a lot of names are starting to confirm monthly uptrends. Like, VFF is one of them, SNDL, we've got MSOS, first ever monthly uptrend. A lot of the names in the US have been in monthly uptrends for a while now, and that's what gave me confidence in thinking that we were going to get the DEA approval of Schedule 3 and then eventually the enactment. And I still think there's a very, very small possibility that they bypass Schedule 3 and deschedule it, because look at Germany, they descheduled it. Look at Canada. Germany's actually trying to fast track the second pillar now, so phase 2 of legalization. So the fact that that's happening increases the odds, in my opinion, that the US may be encouraged to do something similar and deschedule it. And it could take multiple years for rescheduling to occur. And in my opinion, if Congress were to act and pass legislation, we're coming into an election year as well. So I think it's very, very possible, right? Depending on who wins the House and the Senate and the White House, there's a very good chance that we see, I think the odds of descheduling are going up more and more by the day. And obviously Tilray would be a huge beneficiary of that. And then Germany fast tracking the second pillar as well for commercial sales and for profit. So it's looking really, really good here over the next few months and years, but so much growth, it's not even funny. And then there was some news today that Pennsylvania is looking to ramp up as well in terms of adult use legalizations. Florida on the ballot. There's tons to be excited about, but all about 340 here on the monthly time frame. But I wanted to bring up the 15-minute time frame. There was a bear flag that we were looking at here from the high of the HHS news. When we started to correct here, it was actually a very weak bounce on the 15-minute time frame. We were unable to get above the 0.32 fib there at 207. And essentially, it was just like a quintuple top, like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was 207. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in a row. So again, when you're unable to break that clear resistance, and that was the level to be watching, like technical analysis definitely works. It's not the end all be all. It's not a guarantee. It's just probabilities and the odds. And when you see that many rejections off 207, that is clear resistance, right, in a brick wall. And then once we came down here and lost $2 psychological, that confirmed the bear flag. And then you just take your measured move there from the high to the low, move it out to your 0.382 fib. And you can see here it was saying we were targeting about 190, and we hit 194. So we knew to be expecting that, but we did hit 15-minute oversold. Not a bad entry as well, with an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross lining up and the potential for a 15-minute trend change here back to the bulls, but up about 3% off of that 15-minute oversold. As of right now, on the hourly time frame, we did have our hourly EMA 12 and 26 bear cross as well. So on the bright side here, silver lining, is we got that out of the way. We didn't quite get to hourly oversold. Some names did, like VFF, but it's entirely possible that we could potentially be setting a temporary bottom here. And like I said, on the daily time frame, we're gearing up for daily EMA 12 and 26 bull crosses. On the weekly time frame, we're seeing a bull cross on the EMAs, and on the monthly time frame, we're gearing up for a potential monthly EMA 12 and 26 bull cross, which would be the first time in history. So there's lots to like here about this chart. And in terms of the weekly time frame, we're seeing a stochastic bull cross and a MACD bull cross on the weekly time frame. So it's looking really, really good here. If we can just close the week out above 202, that 10-week moving average, it's looking like all systems go. And then also the 50 weekly there at 203. So going to be very telling which way we go from here depending on this weekly close. And you can see here we've been rejecting also like a brick wall there at the 100 weekly moving average. And that's sitting at 258. But if we get over that, we've got some runway until the 200 there at 693. And a lot of our names are starting to trend back to that 200 weekly. SNDL getting halfway there. High Tide got very close. GTBIF kissed it to perfection. And then a lot of other names. You got True Leave as well, just to kind of show, got very close as well. So if we were to expect something similar for Tilray, that would bring us up to 693. Also, a lot of MJ names are starting to trend back to their monthly EMA 26, which is kind of similar to the 200 weekly. But if SNDL got very close, GTBIF actually got, so Green Thumb actually got, and they have earnings coming up here, and that's after market close today. But you can see here it got well above, so it got about 30% above its monthly EMA 26. So again, if other names in the space are doing so, the more names that do so, the better, right? So if we get names in Canada that are doing it, if we got names in the US, so CGC came pretty close, almost halfway there. And then again, we just take a look at some other examples. SNDL, about halfway there. Okay, what about High Tide? High Tide actually got above its as well. So that increases the odds that Tilray is going to follow suit, because what are the chances that Tilray is just going to be down and out, fall by the wayside, and not participate in this bull market, right? There's leaders and laggards, and as of right now, Tilray is acting as a laggard. But back in the HHS move and recommendation, leading up to that, we actually started to bounce. We ran about 130% like before the announcement. You can see we started the monthly bounce in July and continued in August, and we didn't get the HHS recommendation till the last day of August. So it actually started, it was a sell the news, and then everything else we started to see kind of profit taking and money rotating from Tilray into other names. And then, names like VFF and SNDL started to run and confirmed monthly uptrends. So now we're looking at monthly uptrends to confirm for Tilray. And again, if we do just what other peers have done in the space, and we start to trend back up to EMA 26, that's about $4.60 on Tilray. Mark my words, we're going to be at $3-4 in a hurry on Tilray. And if we get above 340 and confirm that monthly uptrend, I think we'll be going to $5 in a very, very short period of time. And like I said, we'd be targeting that 200 weekly there as well at 693 over the coming months into the end of the year. And we're also gearing up for another golden cross with the 50-day set to cross between the 100 and the 200-day moving average. So there's a lot of bullish patterns and signals here, indicators all lining up. Like I said, we had that 15-minute bear flag and the hourly EMA 12 and 26 bear cross, but it looks like that sell pressure and bearish momentum has ceased, and we're going to be looking at the bulls to really step in here and kick it into high gear, no pun intended. But hopefully this video was helpful. If it was, smash a like, leave a comment. Appreciate your comments, and we'll continue the conversation in the comment section below. All right, love each and every one of you supporting me along the way. It's Rod with Power Group. Thanks again for joining us in the pursuit of wealth, and we'll see you again on the next one.